Welcome back, everybody. How you doing tonight? So we're gonna do something a little different tonight. I picked up this Journey Into Nyx Defeat deck back in a collection I got months ago. And at first I had no idea what it was, but then I kind of got to looking at it and realized that it's basically like a solitaire deck for Magic. It's a Magic deck that you play against with your deck, so you can basically play by yourself without needing somebody else to play paper Magic. And from what I hear, these are actually a pretty good way to test a deck out. So I've never tried it. This is gonna be my first time trying it. I figured I would actually go with another precon. We'll go with the Cavalcade Charge deck, which is basically red deck wins, just mono red aggro here. So we'll see how this stacks up against the Defeated God deck. Okay, this is the Xenagos God deck, basically. Xenagos Ascended. So how it says to play the game is Xenagos Ascended and 2 cards named Rollicking Throng begin the game on the battlefield, which we have here. I'll show those in a second. Show the rest of Xenagos' deck, or shuffle the rest of Xenagos' deck to begin the game, which I've already done. Already sleeved it and shuffled it. At the beginning of Xenagos' first main phase each turn, reveal the top 2 cards of Xenagos' library, and then Xenagos casts those cards. Xenagos Ascended and Reveler creatures don't attack unless a card specifically says they do. You make the choice if Xenagos needs to make a decision. Ignore effects that would cause Xenagos to draw or discard cards or perform any other impossible actions. If one of Xenagos' permanents would move to any zone other than his library or graveyard, that card is put into Xenagos' graveyard. So, in other words, if you exile anything, I think it goes directly to his graveyard. But anyways, I don't think he has any way of getting things back out of his graveyard. But I figured we'd give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. So, it doesn't say who goes first, but I assume, because he already starts with the 3 cards on the battlefield, that we go first. So here's the Xenagos Ascended. If you read the text, let me see at the camera. Yeah, I think it's focusing on that. Xenagos Ascended can't leave the battlefield as long as a Reveler is on the battlefield. When Xenagos' Ascended leaves the battlefield, each player wins the game. So you can actually play multiplayer against this. It says damage to all players on a lot of the cards and stuff. And here's the Rollicking Reveler, or Rollicking Throng, which is a human Reveler. When Rollicking Throng enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of Xenagos' library, and Xenagos casts that card. This ability doesn't trigger as the game begins, so the ones that are already on the board don't automatically start playing cards. But he gets to play 2 cards a turn, and if one of them is a Rollicking Throng, that means he gets to play another card that turn. If both of them are Throngs, he gets to play 4 cards in that one turn. And if those are Throngs, yeah. So basically, I don't know how many Throngs are in there. I didn't count. But anyways, so let's get the game going. Let's see what we do here. We'll pull our 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 7, right? Yep, okay. It's kind of late. And I worked all day. All right, so we got Rimrock, Mountain, 10th Street Dodger, Scorch Spitter, Mountain, and Scorch Spitter. That's a pretty quick little start. I like to sort out my lands here, so we'll do that real quick. All right, so we are going to be on the play first, so I'm going to play a Mountain, and we've got a 10th Street Dodger. It is our only hasty creature. However, there's not much we can do with him. Because we attack, these are 1/3s, he's just going to die. So we'll just kind of leave him there. All right, so off to a kind of slow start as far as this goes, because we can't attack Xenagos directly, I don't believe. No, I guess we can attack him. All right, oh, hold on. This is very weird. Oh, here it is. You attack Xenagos Ascended and his Revelers directly with your creatures. You may target Xenagos as though he were a player. The problem is, I think he heals after every turn, so you got to do 5 damage to him in 1 turn, or else, well, and you got to kill these off first. So we're just going to hold there, and we'll go to Xenagos' turn, where he's going to cast the top 2 cards of his library. One is a Throng, okay, so now he's got another Throng out there. And then we got an Ecstatic Piper. So, Ecstatic Piper, when it enters the battlefield, Xenagos Ascended attacks this turn if able. Ouch. Hero's Reward, when Xenagos Piper leaves the battlefield, each player gains 2 life. Okay? Alright, so we now have 3 Throngs out and this Piper, and the Piper lets Xenagos attack this turn. So he's going to come over at us as a 6/5 on turn 2. That's pretty brutal. Youch. We'll just stack up the Throngs here because we don't have a whole lot of space. All right, so he's going to attack us for 6. He does not trample. So I guess we're going to lose this Dodger here real quick. We'll put him over in our graveyard. It's over on the other side. So that was a very uneventful turn for us. Oh, and then the Throng came in the battlefield, so he gets to cast another card. And he casts Impulsive Charge. At the beginning of combat this turn, all Revelers gain haste until end of turn and attack this combat available. Oh, great. So we actually, we did take 3 on there, because all those attacked as well. So that was fun. Wow, this deck's pretty brutal right out of the gate, apparently. Let me get some dies out here. So that puts us down to 17 already. We're already at 17 and the game just started. Yikes. This deck might be a little bit difficult to beat. Okay, so that was his turn. Here's our turn. We're going to draw a Fervent Champion. And we're going to play our Mountain for turn. Wow, what do we do here? All right. So we can attack the Revelers directly with your creatures. Okay. So what we'll probably do here is throw down our Fervent Champion here, and then I think we may want a Rimrock to try and take out a Reveler. So we'll attack a Reveler, we'll Rimrock Knight onto it, we'll put our Rimrock on our little, oh, that's not the token we want. We do have one of these, we'll slap it on there. On an adventure. All right, so we'll take out one of the little rollicking Throngs here, one of the Revelers. So that goes to the graveyard. So now we only got 2 to deal with currently, unless he draws more next turn. All right, so there was our turn. That's really all we can do. We don't have much else. All right, so now we'll go back to his turn. His first card is Impulsive Destruction. Each player may sacrifice an artifact or enchantment. Impulsive Destruction deals 3 damage to each player who didn't sacrifice a permanent this way. Okay, so we take 3 damage for that. We're down to 14. Next card, Furious Band Revelers. Oh, another Reveler, and it's a 4/4. Great. Hero's Reward. When Furious Band Revelers leaves the battlefield, each player draws a card. Okay, but it's a 4/4, and we're playing mono red. That's going to be a little rough. So there's that. All right, Static Piper doesn't really... Yeah, he doesn't really do anything. Okay. All right, there might be a card that says Piper's attack too. All right, so that was his turn. Luckily, he didn't get to do much of anything. Yep, okay, so nothing makes him attack this turn. Okay, so we're good. We only took 3 that turn. All right, so we untap. We're going to draw, play another land. Oh, we got a Cavalcade. I don't know if this is going to do much to anything. But we will throw out the Cavalcade, and we'll throw out a Scorch Spitter. I don't think we have to worry about creature removal. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's in the deck. I didn't look at all the cards. So there's our cards. Okay, so we don't have any other knights to pump up. We don't have our our Rimrock is still out there. Actually, we probably should have cast the Rimrock instead of the Cavalcade, because I don't know that the Cavalcade is going to help us out much. But I guess, oh, this is a Reveler too. Okay, so we can take out that Reveler, but we'll lose our champion if we do that. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do, because we can attack for 2, but we'll lose our champion because everything's got power on it. So no matter what we attack, we're going to lose our champion. So our champion's just too weak to do anything to these creatures over here. So we're going to have to pass turn again. Ouch. All right. Xenagos, he gets another Piper. Oh no, that means that Xenagos attacks this turn. Wow. And he's got a huge army over here. And what else? 4 damage to each player. Ouch. So Xenagos' strike. So now we get 4 damage to us. So we're down to 10. And Xenagos is going to attack. So, yep. Alright, so Xenagos is going to attack us, that big old 6-5 coming over here. I think we're going to have to lose the Scorch Spitter so we don't take 6. Alright, there we go. And looks like our turn. So let's go back here. Alright, draw a card, another Rimrock. Okay, that's good. That'll help us get rid of another Rollicker. Of course, we're going to lose our guy. Oh, I think I misplayed early on, too. I think that when I Rimrocked earlier, we would have already lost our champion, wouldn't we? Oops. Yeah, technically, our champion would have already been dead because when we took out the first Rollicker, he had 1 power. Okay. All right. Play mistake. Player. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right. So we're going to play a Scorch Spitter. And he's got Summoning Sickness, so we can't do anything. We will bring in our Rimrock Knight from the adventure, though. So we get another blocker out here that's a 3/1. So that might help us out. Alright, so that looks like all we can do on our turn because everything's got Summoning Sickness. So let's hope Xenagos doesn't get to attack again. Another Throng. When he comes into play, we reveal the top card and play that one. At the beginning of combat, oh no. At the beginning of combat this turn, all revelers gain haste until end of turn and attack this combative able. So they're all those are coming over. I think we just lost. And then the other one is Xenagos Ascended gains trample until end of turn and attacks this turn of able. Yeah, I think we just lost. So yeah, because we're going to have a 6/5 with trample and then a 4/4, 2/2/2s, and 3 1/3s. We will be able to swap for one of the revelers with the Rimrock. We're just going to have to block with the Scorch Spitter, probably on the 4/4, because he won't have trample. But we're still going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's enough to kill us. Ouch! That's kind of hard to play. All right. That was kind of quick. Let me see if I can shuffle up real quick and we'll do another one here. I'm not going to shuffle the Xenagos deck. We'll just kind of go through a little bit more on that one. I'll shuffle this one real quick and we'll see what we can do here. But that's, yeah, that's pretty tough to beat with little mono red weenies, little 1/1s. We need to get a Torbrand out before we die in order to kind of salvage us on this one, I think. I do have the sideboard sleeved up for this, and I was thinking about swapping out between games, but I mean, that was pretty quick, so I don't really know if much on the sideboard would help us. There is shocks on the sideboard, which may help, but I'm not going to worry about that because I want to keep the video short here. So we'll just shuffle up and deal here. I'll go ahead and cut my own deck. There we go. All right. Bring us back up to 20, and let's try this again real quick, shall we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 cards. All right, let's try this again. So this time we got a Bone Crusher, which is going to help a lot. A Light Up the Stage, Scorch Splitter, Cavalcade, and a Mountain, Castle Embereth, and another Light Up the Stage. Okay. This might help a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. So first turn, we'll play the Mountain, and we'll get the Scorch Spitter out. All right. Now for Xenagos' turn. Hopefully he doesn't attack us right off the bat again. Piper. Xenagos Ascended attacks this turn of able. Oh, boy. Ouch. That's the first card. Second card is another Piper. Okay, he can only attack once, so all right, so he's gonna attack us, and man, as much damage as we're taking, I don't know if we want to try to. Yeah, Scorch Spitter's gonna have to take one for the team on that one. All right, there we go. Next, our turn. Draw a card. Another Bone Crusher. All right, so I guess our best play right now is to Bone Crusher one of these Pipers, just to limit how many creatures he's got over there. And then we'll put the Bone Crusher on an adventure, get rid of one of the Pipers, and that gives us 2 life. When Piper dies or leaves the battlefield, each player gains 2 life, so we're going to be up to 22 here. All right. And that's all we can do because we don't have any more mana. Now it's Xenagos' turn. All right, strike 4 damage to each player. So there goes our little life padding we had. We're down to 18. And his second card this turn, Impulsive Return. Return 2 cards named Ecstatic Piper from Xenagos' graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of combat this turn, Impulsive Return deals damage to each player equal to the number of revelers on the battlefield. Ouch. All right, well, we just started this game, so there was only 1 Piper in the graveyard as of right now. But that also means that because he just came into the battlefield before combat, that means that Xenagos attacks. And we are also taking 1, 2, 3, 4 from the number of revelers on the battlefield. So we're going to take 10 total. We're down to 8 already. Wow, this deck is definitely tough to beat. All right, our next turn. What do we get? We got a Chandra, but we got no lands. Wow, no lands at all. Our only play is the Bone Crusher again. Ouch. We're going to have to Bone Crusher the Piper that we just Bone Crushed a second ago, and then it came back again. I will make 2 different graveyards so we know, because apparently there is a way to get stuff out of his graveyard. So there we go. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. All right, so we're down to 8. We got nothing. There's our hand. All right, so his turn. Nothing good, nothing good. Wild Maenads? What does that say? Maenads? Wild Maenads. These Wild Maenads. First strike, 3/1. When Wild Maenads leaves the battlefield, each player gains 3 life. Okay, we're going to need that. We're going to need to kill him quick. All right, that's first card. Second card, another strike, 4 damage to us. Ouch. We're down to 4 already. This is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. All right. Untap. Draw. We got an Embercleave we can't cast. Ouch. We've got nothing we can cast. We can cast the Cavalcade Calamity, and that's literally it. That's our only play this turn, is a Cavalcade of Calamity. Uh-oh. I see us losing again, because we're good. We've got to take at least 4 this turn. All right. Maddened Oreed. Maddened Oreed. Okay. As long as 5 or more revelers are on the battlefield, Maddened Oreed attacks each turn if able. When he leaves the battlefield, each player gains 3 life. Ouch. So he's going to attack this turn because there's 5 revelers on the battlefield. So he's going to hit us for 4, and that's all we have. That is game 2. Holy moly, this deck is just... This is tough. I did not think it was going to be this tough. I would figured it would have been a lot easier than this. Wow, that was quick too. All right, so that's 2 games. He won 2-0. All right, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably try to modify this deck a little bit, because this is just the standard pre-con one that just came out, Challenger 2020 Cavalcade Charge deck. I didn't do any modifications at all, so it's just the way that they built it. I didn't even use the sideboard at all. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably try and modify this, try and make it a little bit stronger, and then we'll try this again in a few days or something. I'll see if I have better luck next time, because that was pretty brutal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Let me know if you've ever tried these decks. It's pretty fun. I mean, this is a pretty good way to test a deck, because, man, I mean, it just destroyed mono red like it was nothing. I mean, you got 6/5 swinging at you on turn 1. I mean, that's pretty rough. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you've ever played one of these, there's other ones too. I forget the names of the other ones. I meant to write them down so I could mention them in the video, but I forgot. Long day. So there's other of these Journey Into Nyx kind of solo challenge decks, they're called. Challenge decks. So it's pretty cool. I didn't think it would be as fun as it actually is. So it's kind of neat. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next video. There's probably some suggestions up here. I really appreciate your time. Everything you do that helps me out with far as subbing and clicking that bell notification and sharing the videos. It means the world to me. I really appreciate it. Anything that helps me grow the channel up here would be awesome. You guys rock. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.